Let's do my first controversial video, shall we? I'm sitting here, I literally just went Google, video games, news, there you go. And then of course what's the first thing that shows up? The Connecticut town in Connecticut, great. Alright, I don't even want to go over that, we all know what happened. A Connecticut town is burning violent video games in response to we know what. Well, that's great, huh? A scene from the video game of Call of Duty, which the person who should not be named, we know who he is, sadly should not know his name, but we know. He played that Call of Duty game. What I find insane is, a lot of people talk about this, but a lot of people don't mention the fact that many of the games that we play have storylines where you're the good guy. I mean, we haven't had a Grand Theft Auto in 4 years, and no one's griping about that. Well, not for a few months, of course. But I find it just as crazy as anyone else, any other gamer, that people are blaming this on. I know I should read this whole article, but I'm just not going to. The title says it all, really, and I find it insane that they're doing this. You don't realize that. My question is, how do you develop what do you call it? How do you develop a mental condition where you believe that every person's your enemy when you understand that there are people on your team when you're playing Call of Duty and there's people that you're fighting against? I'm pretty sure no one's on your team when you want to shoot up a whole school or any other kind of place like that. Well, it's possible to get that, but you're not going to have an even team. I know that sounds sick and horrible, but we need to think of what the practicality of that, and it's just not there. So I'm thinking of this a different way. But people who blame the games on the violent actions are probably just as crazy. In my opinion, you know what? They're just as crazy as the people who talk about them. I mean, now we're going back to the time. It's like people are forcing this. Remember back in the 80s and 90s, we had. No, it was the 80s. They had, was it the 15? I can't remember. 15, Filthy 15, there you go. Now we're going to have a Filthy 15 of video games. Oh yeah, that's going to come. It's almost like someone wants it to happen. And in wake of all the things that are happening, it's easy to blame video games. But again, this is something everyone else goes over. Oh, you can't blame the media. No one's going to blame anything else in the media. Music had its time already. Now it's time for video games, apparently. Now I'm going to jump into something real quick that's not how to do with video games, but, well, I'd say coincides with what I was talking about, the music thing. I just decided to listen to a song called Black Funeral by a band called Merciful Fate. And pretty much most of the music of Merciful Fate is anti-Christian and pro-satanic in a way. The song Black Funeral blatantly says in the lyrics, "All hail Satan." Well, I don't. In fact, I don't believe in any religion, just like the actual singer of the band does. King Diamond. He doesn't believe in anything. He just sings it for the hell of it, and it's good music if you like it or not, you know. And it's not going to get someone to go out there and devil worship or whatever the heck. And it's just insane for video games. It's, oh, you're killing someone else, you're killing some other person, random person. Well, I'm going to just decide to do it. And even it is even more a direct way when they're talking about a video game, because you're actually committing the act that these other people who've been playing video games before do it. That's my next point. Call of Duty, millions of people play it. What's the chance that some kid who decided, or young adult, he happened to play Call of Duty, let's blame Call of Duty, even though millions and millions of people have played Call of Duty. He could have played it once. There's no track record. Do you see? Okay, I'll link this in the description, but I do not see the amount of time playing this game, or what the real gamers could see, to look at, to know that this is it. This is for all the ignorant people out there. And, you know, I'm actually pretty proud of this generation, because now we have this internet. So now, the thing with the internet is, we hit both sides. We get the biased, we get the unbiased, we get the good, the bad. It's up to us to decide. In some ways, a mentally unstable person, unfortunately, couldn't take it that well, because they're just going to look at one side. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people who do that on the internet. But I think the more the internet grows, and the more people who get on it, the more people who learn, I think we're going to... Yeah, this stuff's bad, but... And even with music and games and TV, television, and everything else, hopefully 10 years, either this will get worse or it'll get much, much better. So, again, I'm another person to say that, and I'm right. We're all right. All the gamers are right saying that it's insane to do this. Burning games, it's just like, burning violent games is like burning profanic music. What is it going to accomplish? Alright, friends, if you liked the video, like if you enjoyed this, obviously it was a rant video, but it was a smart rant video. But I hope you enjoyed, so like and favorite if you did enjoy. Repeat the word enjoy 3 times for emphasis. And like and favorite if you enjoyed. I said it again. Subscribe to become a friend today, and I'll see you next time. Whatever I yabber about. See you later. And one more thing before I go. The media is sick. I think we're all learning that by now as well. The media is sick. I hope you're happy, Business Insider. Oh yeah, I'm calling you out. And everyone else that says, oh, let's glorify this guy's name. Let's make him immortal. In a book titled The 7 Deadly Sins, author Corey Taylor states in his book that emulation is the highest form of flattery, whereas individuality is the only form of immortality. It's supposed to mean be as unique and individual as you possibly can, but if you're as individual and unique enough to murder a whole bunch of people or commit any other heinous crime, you're forever immortalized in history books, on the internet, and wherever else you want. I just hope this doesn't happen again anytime soon. But that's it. I hope you have a good day. See you later.